Zoombinis will get a rise out of these Stone Hexes if they can make the right connections. So Bruno, what's it like being a marsh fairy?
Pardon?
In the few days they had been traveling together, Bruno had done almost nothing but ask the Zoombinis as much about themselves as he could. He seemed interested in learning everything there was to know about them. On the other hand, he also chose to reveal as little about himself as possible.
Oh, flying around, being all fairy-ish. Do you like it, or does it get boring?
Seems kinda lonely to me, living all by yourself.
I don't mind it. It's not like I'm alone all the time. This place is full of people,
But no cities, huh? Guess that just means we'll have to start our own.
The thought of that would normally have worried Echae, but at the moment he was in a good mood. After over a week of trekking through inhospitable bogs, swamps, and creeks, the land had finally begun to change back into the solid grassland he was used to.
That means we're near the shade tree. I have a feeling you guys will like it there.
But don't you still get lonely? I mean, not having a family or anything like that?
Man, what is it about you guys? You're all about the friends and family.
That's about all we've got right now.
Well, that's all well and good for you, but I don't need a family. I'm fine the way I am. And anyway, I still get to meet new people.
Just don't get too social. There's fleens here,
Yeah, have you ever run into them? They're definitely not. Ouch!
What's this? Everyone had been too absorbed in conversation to even notice what was directly in front of them. Completely covering the ground was a series of interlocking stone hexagons. Some of them appeared to have black markings etched into them, and many of them were linked together in long chains by semicircular metal loops. Behind this strange configuration, as well as on either side of the Zoombinis, the ground rose up in steep ledges that none of them were able to scale. It seemed like their only option was to go back the way they came.
Oh, I remember this. The guy who built the shade tree put this puzzle here for anyone who wanted to stay there. They had to pass the test to prove they were worthy.
What kind of puzzle?
Oh, no. I'm just fine, thanks.
Have a look. See the marking on this stone? What does it look like?
It looks like... Oh no. An eye. And there's one that looks like a nose.
Yup, you guys need to find someone else who has some features in common with you. And stand on the right hexagons so you're connected by a symbol that's the same as the feature.
How will that help us exactly?
You saw it for yourself. These things have a current running through them. A bunch of them are connected by these loops. If you stand on them in the right way, you'll create a circuit and direct the current over to this hexagon.
And that's good. Why?
If you'll let me finish. Ahem. Anyway, this red one is actually a switch. When it turns on, it raises up all the hexagons that are part of the circuit, so you'll all get up and get out of here.
How do you know this is even safe? I mean, look at Iake.
I feel funny. How's my hair?
Terrible, as usual.
Of course it's safe. The hexagons you're supposed to stand on, they're not dangerous. You just gotta make sure not to step on any of the other ones.
This is sounding like a barrel of laughs already.
You sure about this, Bruno?
Trust me, I wouldn't get any of you guys in trouble.
Echae turned back to stare at the network of stone laid out in front of him. From looking at it, he was getting a better idea of what to do. All the hexagons where they were meant to stand on were linked to numerous marked ones, showing what they needed to have in common with the person on the other end. And of course, each of those people would be linked to several others as well. All in all, it formed a huge, complex spiderweb. One solitary hexagon near the back provided the link to the red switch. As if that weren't enough, Echae could practically feel the electricity coursing through the ground beneath him. Well, let's get this over with. Whew.
Told ya.
Well, that was thrilling. Now we just need to avoid getting shocked and solve a ridiculous puzzle.
Well, this won't be so bad, Tyscene. It's just like on Captain Cajun's ferry, except a little more, dangerous.
Yeah, you're right. And since I got us through that, I should be able to get us through this too.
No, that's not what I...
Alright, everybody, listen up. I want you all to move to the very back where the switch is, and we'll build up from there. Let's move it.
Bruno, smack me. I deserve it. Everyone grudgingly obeyed Tyscene. One by one, they carefully edged across the grid, only able to follow the paths that were safe, often losing their balance and coming within an inch of getting shocked. After a while, they were all gathered near the back, most of them crowding 2 or 3 to a space.
Okay, Echae, you stand on the stone linking directly to the switch, which is near 3 others. We need 2 Zoombinis that match your eyes, and one that matches your nose, and we can do that. So you should be there.
Yeah, okay. What was that supposed to happen?
That just means you connected to the switch. Keep going.
Okay, you 3. Each of you get on one of the spaces Echae's connected to. This'll be a cinch.
Oh, not to my ears. Tyscene spent the next several minutes organizing the Zoombinis into the proper places. Every time she did, another group of hexagons would turn red, along with the painfully loud noise that told them the current was being passed along. Bruno occasionally had to float along behind her, as he had a bird's eye view of the grid layout and could easily see which Zoombinis needed to be linked by which feature.
She's good.
Just don't tell her that. You'll never hear the end of it.
Okay, everyone, we're finished. Looks like I single-handedly got us through it once again. You can thank me later.
I see what you mean.
And now, as I take my place, this puzzle will officially be beaten. What the? What's wrong with this thing? Why is the stone I'm on not turning red?
Tyscene, the symbol in between us says our hair has to be the same, and it isn't.
What? How could I have missed that?
Tyscene, it's not that big a deal.
Not a big deal? Unless I can get connected, I'll be stuck in this ditch forever.
How about the rest of us just go?
It doesn't work like that. The switch won't turn on until you close the circuit. You all gotta be in the right place.
Fine, I'll just fix it then. Somebody else, come stand where I am at, and I'll stand over there. There, perfect. What's going on here? Why are we still stuck? Why have the stones turned gray? Okay, let me think. Why don't you 2 switch places?
Tyscene, you're just making it worse! You had your chance. Let somebody else figure it out.
No, this is my job. I'm in charge. It's my responsibility to...
Oh, get real. Look, Tyscene, just because you feel the need to boss everybody around all the time does not automatically make you in charge. And you're not the smartest one here. You're not the only one capable of solving puzzles. Anyone else here could do it just as well as you.
Shut up, you're wrong. This puzzle is impossible. If I can't do it, nobody else can.
Well, actually... Oh! I think I see a way to fix it!
What?
Yeah, so do I. Tyscene, you and I are the only two people here who have wheels, and there's only one symbol with a foot on it. I think we're supposed to stand over there.
Oh, shut up, Weiswyo. There's no way you could.
Let's just try it, okay? I think once we're both in the right place, we'll be able to fill everyone else in accordingly.
Fine. Just to prove you're both wrong.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Do you guys need us to move at all?
No, Echae. I think you're fine. We just need to move all these guys over here and... Yeah! We got it!
Whoa! Now I see. These stones were actually underground. And they were the transportation to get us up to the grasslands above ground. Why didn't I see this? All right! We're out of here!
Nice job, you guys. I had a feeling you'd figure it out.
Well, we couldn't have done it without you.
Shade Tree is less than 2 days from here, I'd say. Just keep following the path and you'll make it there in no time.
Finally! Ugh, I miss having food.
Just to warn you, though, you might not be alone there. The Shade Tree is a real popular place. All the roads lead to it eventually. Everybody lucky enough to make it there in one piece usually stays there for days.
Well, I can understand. Wait, hold on a minute. You said all roads would lead to it eventually. Are you talking about the southern path as well? You mean the southern forest? Where the Fleens live?
Better known as the Deep, Dark Forest. But yeah, that's the one.
That means the other guys will be there too! Woo! I'm gonna see Say again! That's assuming they made it.
Wait, you mean there's another group of you guys going through the forest? You never mentioned that.
I guess we didn't think it was important. Hey Bruno, do you think maybe you could look for them and help them out too? I can only imagine how much trouble they might be in.
You want me to leave already?
No. It's not that. I mean, you helped us out a lot. But if we all have to do now is walk to Shade Tree, well, I think we can handle that. The forest is a lot more dangerous.
Well, I don't know.
I think Echae's right, Bruno. Our friends might need you.
You're not worried about the Fleens, are you? Don't worry. I'm sure you can handle them.
Okay, I'll do it. Even if they got past the Fleens, they're gonna need help with the mudball wall.
Thanks, Bruno. You're the greatest.
Will we ever see you again?
Are you kidding? Once you guys build that new city of yours, I'll come visit every day.
Sounds great.
Well, if I'm gonna go, I better do it now.
Bye, Bruno!
Bye, Bruno!
Good luck! See you later!
I'll kinda miss him. even if he did dress like a girl.
Well, guys, let's get going. For a while, all Echae could think about was the prospect of seeing Saetwo again after so long, and he could hardly contain his joy. That was fixed the minute he noticed Tyscene rolling past him. Realizing how quiet she had been, he shot her a concerned look. Tyscene glanced at him as well, and as she realized he was looking back at her, a furious look crossed her face. She looked away and quickly pulled ahead. Echae was shocked. Was it just him? Or were there tears in her eyes? Echae, man, it looks like you really hurt her feelings. Well, I didn't need to. Since when does she care what I think anyway?